The M4 Pro Mac Mini has been my daily driver for 3 months, and it's time for a deep dive into how it holds up under real-world conditions. With its compact form factor, powerhouse internals, and promise of professional-grade performance, does it truly live up to expectations? If you're debating whether to hit that checkout button, this in-depth review will help you decide. The power button issue is a non-issue. When the M4 Pro Mac Mini launched, a wave of complaints surfaced regarding the placement of the power button. Some users worried about its accessibility, but after months of use, I can confidently say it does not matter. The Mac Mini is designed to be always on, making frequent power cycles unnecessary. I've only turned it off a handful of times, mainly for updates, transportation, or holiday breaks. So if that concern has been holding you back, don't let it. Switching from MacBook Pro? Easier than expected. Coming from an M1 Max MacBook Pro, I initially worried that losing the portability of a laptop would be a hassle. But after transitioning to a dedicated desktop setup, I found that workflow efficiency actually improved. The M4 Pro Mac Mini provides a clutter-free, distraction-free workspace. The lack of a built-in screen forced me to adopt a single monitor setup, which surprisingly made my workflow more streamlined and focused. While I sometimes use Sidecar with my iPad Pro for a second screen, I found that sticking to one display has helped me stay productive. M4 Pro chip. More power than expected. One of my biggest concerns was whether the M4 Pro would feel like a step down from the M1 Max. Apple Silicon has been progressing at an impressive pace, and after 3 months, I have zero regrets. Performance is smooth, with no noticeable slowdowns. 4K video editing, Photoshop, and multitasking are handled effortlessly. Optimized power efficiency keeps things running cool and silent. Is upgrading the CPU and GPU worth it? I opted for the 14-core CPU and 20-core GPU configuration, which cost an extra $200. For anyone working with high-resolution video, 3D rendering, or heavy multitasking, this upgrade is 100% worth it. The performance gap between base and upgraded models is noticeable in tasks like Final Cut Pro rendering and large Photoshop projects. If you're considering the M4 Pro Mac Mini for professional work, future-proofing with higher specs is a smart move. 48 GB RAM. The sweet spot. Apple offers 3 RAM options for the M4 Pro Mac Mini. 36 GB, 48 GB, and 64 GB. I went with 48 GB, and after 3 months, I haven't once felt the need for more. macOS memory management is highly efficient. Even when handling 4K video projects and multiple apps, performance remains smooth. If your workflow involves video editing, photography, or software development, 48 GB is the ideal balance of performance and value. 10 gigabits Ethernet. Future-proofing my studio. For an additional $100, I upgraded to 10 gigabits Ethernet. While I haven't fully utilized it yet, I expect to integrate NAS drive into my setup soon. If you work with large media files or collaborative workflows, 10 gigabits Ethernet is a smart investment. 1 terabyte SSD. Just enough, but external storage is key. Apple's SSDs are expensive, so I settled for the 1 terabyte option. While 1 terabyte is enough for my workflow, I rely on external SSDs and cloud storage to avoid filling up internal storage too quickly. If your projects involve large video files or massive photo libraries, consider offloading data to external storage rather than paying Apple's premium SSD prices. Accessories. A mixed bag. To complete my setup, I invested in Apple's Magic Keyboard, Magic Mouse, and Magic Trackpad. The transition to USB-C accessories helped declutter my workspace, but the Magic Mouse has been a disappointment. Issues with the Magic Mouse. After the return window closed, I started experiencing glitches. Sometimes it refuses to release files when dragging and dropping. A workaround is using the Magic Trackpad, but it's frustrating. If you're considering Apple's Magic Mouse, be aware of potential software bugs. macOS stability, nearly flawless. Aside from minor hiccups with AirDrop and iPhone mirroring, macOS has been rock solid. Reliability is crucial for professional work, and I've been impressed by how smooth and efficient everything runs. Video editing performance. Fantastic! I edit 4K video footage daily using Final Cut Pro. The M4 Pro Mac Mini handles complex timelines with multiple effects, fast render times with no noticeable slowdowns, smooth playback even with large projects. If you're a content creator, the M4 Pro Mac Mini is a powerhouse. Photoshop and Lightroom. Seamless performance. As a photographer, I work with high-resolution images and multiple layers in Photoshop and Lightroom. The M4 Pro Mac Mini has been flawless in handling large image files, real-time edits with no lag, smooth multitasking across creative applications, macOS efficiency, keeping everything smooth. One of the biggest benefits of Apple Silicon is how well macOS optimizes performance. Instant app switching between Safari, Final Cut Pro, and Photoshop. Background tasks don't slow the system down. Battery management for UPS setups is excellent. Final verdict. Should you buy the M4 Pro Mac Mini? After 3 months of use, I can confidently say that the M4 Pro Mac Mini is an exceptional workstation. Who should buy it? White heavy checkmark content creators, video editors, and photographers. It's powerful and efficient. White heavy checkmark developers and professionals. macOS stability and performance shine. White heavy checkmark users looking for a long-term investment. Future-proofing with CPU, RAM, and SSD upgrades is key. Who should skip it? Crossmark if you need a portable setup. A MacBook Pro is a better choice. Crossmark if you're on a tight budget. Consider a base M4 Mac Mini or M2 Mac Mini. For me, the M4 Pro Mac Mini has been a game changer, and I highly recommend it for anyone needing a compact yet powerful machine for professional use.